This is Lauren Burt from the National Speech and Debate Association, and I'm going to help you as a coach help your students upload speech recordings for the Middle School Speech Challenge. The first thing your students will need to do is go to competition.speechanddebate.org and click Enter under Middle School Speech Challenge. It will ask them for a password. That password is lowercase nsda, which is also written in the description of this video. They'll click Enter, and that will take them to the recording site. There are some instructions at the top that say that students are welcome to practice their recording as many times as they would like within this system, but as soon as they hit submit, that is the final version of their recording that will be adjudicated, so there won't be any redos allowed. There's also a warning that if students are using iPhones or Apple tablets, those operating systems may cut them off right at 10 minutes. So if students are recording for an event that has a 10-minute time limit and they need the grace period, then they should choose their device wisely. At the top, it'll ask for some identifying information. Division will list all of the events that are held at the Middle School Speech Challenge. So if they're recording an original oratory speech, then they should make sure that original oratory is selected on the division drop-down. The student name will be populated with the names of all the students who are registered for the tournament in that particular division. And student email should be a student's email address or a parent's email address that is being regularly checked, because this is how we will contact your students if there's an issue with their recording. I will note that since many students are entered in multiple divisions for the tournament, they will have to go through this process multiple times. So if they are registered for both original oratory and poetry, they'll have to go to competition.speechanddebate.org, log into this site, select the appropriate division from the drop-down, and record their speech for each event. That makes it extremely important that the division that is selected from the drop-down is representative of the video that that student is working on for that recording. So we wouldn't want someone to submit a poetry video accidentally listed under the original oratory division. So before students submit their videos, they'll need to double and triple check that the division listed is correct. But once they scroll down, they'll see the recording window here. If there's any issues with video or audio showing up, there are two things to look for. First is that the student is using Chrome. The second is that in the Chrome browser, there's this video icon up here at the top, and clicking that allows you to change how this page is accessing camera and microphone. So that allows you to change the settings of this browser. Those two things should solve any issues that you're having with the recording window. So when the student is ready to begin recording their performance, they can click this red circle button to record. They'll see the timer start counting down, and then they will click the red square button to stop. It will say uploading on screen. It may take a little bit of time to upload if their video file is very large. We recommend not refreshing the browser, move close to the router, and being patient. It will load for you, and when it does, you'll see a black triangle button here that allows you to play back the recording. If you decide that maybe that wasn't the best recording and the student will need to try again, then they can click this red record button and it will just record over the last recording that you did. So there's some instructions here at the bottom that say that drafts will not be saved. If you re-record, it will not save previous versions. So make sure that you're certain you want to re-record before clicking that button again. But let's say that you are confident with this performance, you've played it back, the student thinks that that is the best version of their performance, then they will scroll back up to the top. Again, double check that they just performed their original oratory speech and that the division of original oratory is selected. They'll make sure that their name and email is filled out, and then they will click this submit recording button here at the bottom. It will say saving, and it will take you to a confirmation page that has a link to watch the video. This video is something that they are welcome to share with you as the coach, but they cannot share it publicly. That would result in disqualification from the competition. But if a student now needs to go back in and submit a second speech, they can click Submit Speech back up here at the top to go back into the recording site and do their next event.